Halo 3. We're in Halo the Master Chief Collection, taking a look at another 120 FPS scenario. We've done a few for the different multiplayer, but we've done them all in Arena, and I thought it might be fun to do a big team battle take of this experience. So that's right, we're playing at 120 FPS, or well, I am, and I'm actually able to do this now live commentary-wise, because I got my new TV set up, which is kind of exciting with my new TV stand. So I'm finally able to provide, you know, this level of quality and not have to film it in an awkward place, which is kind of exciting. So yeah, we're actually talking live while doing this and hopefully showcasing a little bit of what this has to offer. So keep in mind that since this is 120 FPS, I cannot showcase that properly due to the fact that YouTube does not support 120 FPS, and I also can't record 120 FPS, so it's basically on the Xbox DVR, recording at 4K 60 while I'm playing at 120 FPS, and hopefully you can see the difference. I just thought I'd be very clear upon that in case you were wondering, you know, any element of that experience and why, you know, maybe it doesn't look as smooth as it really does to me, because it looks and plays beautifully. So, you know, we showcased a number of the games, well, we showcased all the games running in an arena format, which is 4v4 in Halo, if you're not familiar with that terminology. Oh, there goes my frenzy, that sucks. Ooh, looks like the new challenges are up too, awesome. So yeah, you can go check out those if you want to see Combat Evolved, Halo 2 with Halo 2 Anniversary, as well as Classic, and a separate Halo 3, and Halo 4 as well, which looks fantastic. But now we're doing some big team matches, because I thought that would be fun too. So, you know, if you do enjoy these more casual, fun experiences and takes on presenting, I think I nailed that guy, multiplayer, you know, these more fun, casual going times, you know, likes and comments and stuff are very helpful for letting me know that you enjoy this sort of thing. And I guess we'll get into another match. But yeah, everybody quit before the game started, so their lobby's a little bit smaller. We'll jump into another lobby here. It's really just great to be able to jump into this game, which is my favorite game of all time. The Chief Collection is something I play quite often. I try to get in an hour a day just as a bit of a cool down from, you know, doing other kinds of like work and everything like that. So it is nice to be able to actually showcase the game running like this and feeling and looking this great, and actually be able to do more of a casual discussion and showcase of the game in action, which is something I really do enjoy being able to present. And yes, Standoff, I think, might be, in my opinion, the best Halo map ever created. It is just so well, I guess, evenly designed. It looks great, it feels great. There's a nice balance between the two bases that we're able to play and work through. And yeah, I really do love this map. There's a lot of great maps. I mean, there's like well over 100 in Halo MCC in general between all the different games. But there's just something about, you know, this map in general that really is something special to me. You know, like the standoff design and everything like that just flows so well, and it's so great. I've had many epic matches on this one. I should also mention, if you didn't know, the game does support crossplay, so there are people with mouse and keyboard on here from, you know, the PC platform, and you can actually plug in a mouse and keyboard on your console as well if you want to do that input option. It's entirely up to you how you want to play, and I think it's great that we have that kind of innovation in Halo at this point, because it just makes it, oh, I actually stuck that guy, it just makes it that much better to experience. But yeah, this new TV looks absolutely gorgeous. And I'd like to talk about the gun skins again, because it's so, like, there's still something unsettling to me about having the gun skins in Halo 3. Like, I don't mind it, I actually kind of like it, and I've gotten used to it, but there's just something about, like, some sort of level of heresy to me about me having, like, gun skins, because the game never had them back in the day, and I'm just so used to the title looking a certain way. It throws me off entirely. And they've got like vehicle skins and stuff now. They're cool, you know. I guess I really don't mind it that much, but yeah, it's taken some getting used to. But in general, this game's really great. I mean, if you've never played the Halo titles, and I am a little bit shocked that people haven't, because they're so like accessible these days, like at least the Chief Collection ones are, that I really do suggest giving them a whirl. They're so well done. The stories, the multiplayer, the characters, the competitive element of play. It's really great and well done. It just feels so good. And I feel like I'm doing quite well. I mean, I was doing some kills there, and now I'm kind of helping this guy annihilate people in the Warthog. It's great, and I'm getting some splatters as well, so that's kind of exciting. Yeah, so splatters are where I kind of knock people over while I'm in the vehicle, in case you didn't know that as well. But yeah, I've had so many memories playing the multiplayer over the years, so many options. And I used to do Big Team Battle all the time. This was all I played in the Chief Collection for ages and ages and ages. But I kind of moved away from it because I was tired of the same maps getting into rotation. I think they've maybe improved that a little bit, but yeah, it was sort of just driving me crazy that we get like the same sort of options over and over, and I was like, really? You know, there's so many maps, and you can do forge maps too. It just, I don't know, it was a little disappointing. So I've just been on a huge arena kick kind of since, which again is 4v4. So that's just what I've really been doing, and what I wanted to showcase first when I was doing my videos, like just diving into those in the different Halo games, and it seemed like enough people were sort of interested in it. That was, you know, it mattered a lot actually to me that I was able to have, I guess you could say, semi-successful Halo-type videos, because I really do love playing this game. I spend so many hours, you know, kind of working through it. Even on a tight, like, review schedule that I'm normally at, I still try to find time, you know, just even a cooldown, like I mentioned, to sit here and jump in and have a good time playing and battling. And I was trying to hit the fusion coils there. It didn't work out too well. But we're not really making good, like, we're definitely pinning these guys down, but we're not really making a good push in regards to, you know, getting the flag, so this could actually take a while. Good thing there's time limits, am I right? Although I think a longer kind of match of this might be really epic if it is, you know, a balanced game. I've seen a lot of back and forth flag matches on here that felt really epic. And I'm kind of in a scared moment right now because my controller batteries just said they're dying, so that's fantastic. Hopefully that doesn't happen mid-match, because that's always awkward when you're recording stuff. But yeah, it's just kind of neat. And it's been a really big day too, to go into more of a casual side conversation, because I have that benefit doing this type of video where I'm not strictly reviewing things and just kind of showing it off and having a good time. Yeah, like I spent, I think, 4 hours basically redoing my entire setup, because I had to get a new TV stand. So I got the new TV, and then my old TV stand was like an inch, a half an inch too small for, you know, the new TV I got. So I had to try to find a TV stand. Well, you know, because of these magical COVID times we're still living in, which might not be long, because our government here just okayed the vaccine, so that if you're watching this in the future, it's a big historic point, because, you know, that just happened today where they gave it the okay, which is kind of exciting, and it's going to start distributing. But yeah, like I was saying, I had to get a new TV stand, so I finally got one, because they brought them back into, I guess, IKEA, I guess you could say. They restocked them, the one I was looking at, and I was like, let's do it. So I went to IKEA again. Actually, I went to IKEA like twice in the last couple of weeks. This sounds odd, but someone else in the family needed some new IKEA stuff, so we went and picked them. Well, went and collected. Oh, that was so bad of me, because I didn't have my gun reloaded, and I reloaded. Ugh, terrible move. Someone else in the family needed something furniture-wise, and then the TV stand came in, so I got it done. But I spent like 4 hours or so, and I'm exhausted, like absolutely just tired, sitting here sipping casually on a special wine I got that I want to talk about too, because that's kind of funny, the situation around that. But yeah, I'm exhausted because I had to like redo my whole area. I honestly haven't really redone this area since, I think, the 360 era, because there were a lot of cords belonging to like 360 accessories that haven't been used in a very long time. I was going to clean out the rat's nest of accessories well, when I moved out someday to my own fresh pad that I'd like to get. And yeah, it was just kind of like I did that now. It took forever to do that, and then it took forever to rearrange everything. And now I've got a 4K 55-inch TV like in my room, so I guess if I ever feel like sleeping and while watching something there, I don't know what I have set up on that screen. I have that option in order to do that, which is kind of nice, I guess. Bit silly, but now I got the 65 set up. And I think my, room setup, that was totally worth the sacrifice there to stop that. Even though I'm not going to be the hero that gets the flag, I really did stop those guys from capturing that one. Anyways, yeah, that's supposed to be my flag capture because I actually did the work. Like I was saying, the new setup looks really, really nice. I'm genuinely quite happy with it in terms of how it came to be and how it's set up. It looks a lot more professional, and I finally got this area all nice and clean, which is sort of exciting as well, because it is an area that, it looked fine in the past, but now I'm even more motivated to switch it up even further. So I think I'm going to be doing some real room renovations in the near future in regards to just cleaning up the layout. And you might see it in the backdrop if I'm doing reviews, because this TV is nice and big. I wanted to get the 75-inch, but they didn't carry that at the Costco anymore, and I got this one like $300 off, so I was like really happy with the purchase, because this is the one I've been using basically upstairs that I have to go and record at. So I've been using the same model but in another room, and it's not optimal because I can't record and talk at the same time, which makes things like workflow wise way faster to do all my most of my commentary. If you didn't know, 95% of it is all live while I'm playing, which is a little bit more difficult than people think. I had my one friend over for Dark Souls Remastered to do some recording, and he was like, it's hard to play and talk, and it kind of is, because you're that's a nice double kill. You're having to think of what you're gonna say while also concentrating on trying to play the game and not look like you don't know what you're doing. But I mean, it's Halo. I'm really good at Halo regardless, so it doesn't really matter too much. But back to the wine. Yeah, I got this wine called Conundrum. It's a little bit more expensive than what I'm used to. I allocate a certain amount of wine budgeted, but I've been spending I don't have anything to really buy this year, because you don't go out and do anything, right? So I've just been buying a ton of different types of wine. I've tried I don't know, 50 different bottles this year, I think. 50 new different types of bottles is what I'm trying to get across. And I'm not all at once, obviously, but spread out throughout the year at different times, just trying to get an idea of what I really like. I have my own little, I use an app, but I also have my own little Word document where I have a chart, an Excel type chart, where I write down info and stuff about my thoughts on different types of wines that I've tried. But we got, I got this Conundrum, because I had tried the Conundrum White, because I'm more of a red wine drinker specifically. Everybody's got different personal preferences. The white wines are great, but I do definitely prefer the reds. Anyways, so I got this Conundrum one because I was like, they don't carry it over at my local Costco. We were at a far away one because we were shopping for other stuff we were shopping for the TV stand. We were also trying to find if I could maybe end up getting a PS5 randomly from some store, but alas, no luck with that still. Eventually I'll come across one. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but I found this Conundrum Red Blend, and yeah, it's really cool. But the fun story about it, I should have just shot that guy at the BR faster. The fun story about that one is the fact that they had dust and cobwebs on them. So I was like, oh my god, this is so cool, because I have this other bottle that I got for my birthday a year back that I had my eye on for a while. It's a much more expensive wine, and that one actually has it's a ship bottle one, so it's kind of disfigured looking. They actually put dirt on it, so it's got this coating of dirt on the bottle, which is so cool. It's like a shipwreck type thing. It's just awesome. But then, I found this bottle, and it's got there was a few of them there, and there was the 2017 ones, not the 2018 ones, the 2017 ones that were there, because you want older wines, obviously. Older alcohol in general is considered better and stuff in most cases. It's a year. It's not going to make the biggest difference for the taste, but it will adjust it slightly. I feel like I'm getting into this whole splurge of drinks and stuff here. I'm not glorifying them or to any degree. I'm just, you know, kind of explaining to, you know, what I know and stuff. Anyways, so if we get this bottle, I'm like, yes, it's dusty, and I'm going to the till, and I'm like, yo, you know, please don't be careful with your hands to the person that was like bringing it through. I'm like, I don't want the dust to be disturbed, because, you know, it's like dusty and there's like cobwebs on it. And as I go to pay, he brings out like a cleaner thing, like a little dust thing, and he starts dusting it. I'm like, no. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I thought you wanted it dusted. I'm like, no, because I think he was thinking that I was making a joke about it being really dusty, but I was like, no, I want the dust for the authenticity. But he's like, oh, okay, so just go pick another bottle. So I just went and got another dusty one, and it was fine, but the new one doesn't have cobwebs on it, which I think is just hilarious. But yeah, that's just like a funny, weird, random wine story, I guess you could say. And it's interesting, right? It's a little bit different and definitely enjoyable, and it's really good. I actually have it right now beside me. That's what I'm trying out casually tonight. It's a little bit of it. What's cool about the Conundrum, though, is like the bottle design of it. See, why would you have invis if you have a flaming head? It just totally gives you away. So anyways, well, the 120 hertz gives you like a huge aiming advantage, quite honestly. Like, I really do feel like I have an edge in this game. The reason we got the Conundrum, and I actually have the Conundrum white on my kind of like drink type shelf I have, and it's a cool bottle. It looks like one of the old medicine type bottles, you know, you would get, where they had all kinds of horrible things as like medicine back in the day, because, you know, that's what they thought fixed stuff, which is totally fine, you know. Technology and understanding of things changes, but it's just like on the shelf because it looks really cool, and the red one also has that kind of cool vibe. I don't know if it's quite as cool as the white wine though in that regard, but yeah, it's definitely a cool looking drink. It tastes really good too, and I'm excited because, you know, it's a different sort of thing. It's something a little bit unique. Oh geez, I'm trying to get in there and grabbing the wine, not the wine. I'm trying to get in there to grab the wine. The flag. Oh jeez. Fly me out of here, man. Or fly me out of here. Drive me out of here. Jeez, I'm sorry, I'm exhausted tonight. But yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this look at Halo 3 Big Team Battle, and maybe I'll do some more. I hope you enjoyed and got an idea of how it's playing and running.